What if your neighbor pointed at you, and that was enough to get you killed? This is a chilling aftermath of the Salem witch trials, and what happened in the early 1700s after the fear finally faded. In 1692, the small town of Salem was filled with panic. People believed witches were living among them. Neighbors accused neighbors. Friends turned against friends. 20 people were executed. Many others were thrown into prison. But what most people don't talk about is what happened next. When the fear slowly died down, silence filled the town. Families were broken. Children had lost parents. Farms were empty. Trust was gone. People began to ask a painful question. What if we were wrong? In the early 1700s, survivors and family members of the accused started fighting for justice. Some of the judges involved in the trials publicly admitted they had made terrible mistakes. One judge even stood in church and apologized. Imagine that, a man who helped send people to death now asking for forgiveness. The government of Massachusetts Bay Colony slowly took action. In 1711, the colony passed a law clearing the names of many accused people. They also gave money to some of the families as compensation. It wasn't much, and it didn't bring anyone back, but it was an official admission that the trials had been wrong. Still, not every name was cleared right away. Some families had to wait many more years before their loved ones were officially declared innocent. The damage went deeper than the law. Neighbors who once trusted each other now lived with guilt. Some people who made accusations had to face the families of those who died. The fear that once ruled Salem became a lesson about panic, a lesson about rumors, a lesson about what can happen when fear becomes stronger than truth. The Salem witch trials were not just about witches. They were about human fear. And in the early 1700s, Salem had to learn how to live with the memory of what it had done. Because sometimes the scariest part of history is not the crime itself, but realizing it should never have happened at all.